If a nut mix says heart healthy, natural, or deluxe, most people assume it must be a smart snack after 60. That sounds reasonable. Nuts have healthy fats. Nuts have minerals. Nuts feel safer than cookies, chips, or candy. So, when a colorful bag promises protein, energy, or wholesome crunch, many older adults relax before they even read the label. But that confidence is exactly what can make the wrong mix so sneaky. Because after 60, the biggest problem is often not one nut by itself. It is the pattern the mix creates. A sweet bite, a salty bite, a crunchy bite, then another handful before your body has time to say, enough. That matters even more when kidney health is part of the picture. Kidneys do not just react to major mistakes. They respond to repeated habits, and some popular nut mixes quietly keep cravings active, portions large, thirst stronger, and daily routines harder to protect. Before we count down the worst options, here is a simple rule you can use the next time you shop. I call it the kidney calm test. Check sodium first. Check sweet coating second. Check serving size third. Say it this way: salt first, sugar second, portion third. If the mix is salty, glazed, or built around a tiny, unrealistic serving, it should not become your everyday habit. That is the whole test. Why does this matter after 60? Because cravings do not stay in one lane anymore. They touch blood sugar, blood pressure, thirst, swelling, sleep, energy, and the choices you repeat daily. Maybe you watch your labs. Maybe your doctor has told you to respect sodium. Maybe your rings feel tighter in the evening. Your mouth feels dry at night. Or your appetite grows when you are tired. Maybe you have had a kidney stone, or want steadier energy and fewer snack battles. That is why a mix that keeps calling you back is not a minor choice anymore. When a bag is sweet, salty, and easy to overeat, it can work against kidney-aware habits without looking like junk food. If you want more simple grocery rules like this, type mix test below. It is quick to write, easy to remember, and helps me know this topic matters to you. Number 4. The sweetened trail mix with raisins, cranberries, and honey roasted nuts. This one wins trust fast. It looks outdoorsy, practical. Many older adults see dried fruit in the bag and assume the mix must be balanced. That is the trap. The mix may still be built to wake up cravings, not settle them. You often get sweetened fruit, glazed nuts, extra oil, and enough salt to keep the mouth interested. After 60, repeated sweet and salty snacking can keep appetite stirred up longer than people expect. One handful turns into 2, then a snack that looked thoughtful becomes a nightly routine. For kidney health, the issue is not fruit and nuts together. The problem is the form. Store-bought versions often mean more sugar, more sodium, and easier overeating. Familiar ingredients, lower caution. The smarter move is separation. If you enjoy fruit with nuts, build it yourself. Have a few plain nuts. Have fruit beside them. That keeps sweetness visible instead of hidden inside a mix that keeps nudging you back. A good routine after 60 is about what helps the body settle after eating. Number 3. The dessert-style mix with yogurt chips, chocolate pieces, or candy-coated bits. This is where labels become persuasive. The bag may talk about protein, premium nuts, antioxidants, or clean energy. But the eating experience tells the truth. If each handful gives you a sweet bite, a creamy bite, a salty bite, and a crunchy bite, the mix is acting more like engineered snacking than simple food. After 60, cravings can feel stronger when sleep is lighter, stress is higher, or energy drops later in the day. A mix like this does not calm that pattern. It keeps it interested, and interest keeps the hand moving. For kidney-aware aging, these bags make poor daily companions. They often bring long ingredient lists, added sugars, coatings, oils, and sodium that do not match the healthy image on the front. That does not mean one small serving is a disaster. The point is repetition. A repeated pantry bag shapes repeated behavior. That is why these mixes become risky in ordinary moments, not just celebrations. You think you are having nuts. What you are really having is a dessert pattern hidden inside a health pattern. If you want something sweet, choose the sweet thing on purpose. Number 2. The salty party mix with peanuts, cashews, sesame sticks, pretzel pieces, or seasoned extra. This category is one of the biggest appetite traps for older adults because it rarely looks indulgent. It looks social, casual, savory, something harmless for television or a weekend visit. But these mixes are built around salt, texture, and speed. The pieces are small, the variety is high, and the mouth never gets bored. Handfuls keep coming before fullness has a chance to register. After 60, that matters beyond cravings alone. Salt can create its own appetite loop, even without sugar. Salty mixes can increase thirst, push people toward more fluid than they planned, and make blood pressure-friendly routines harder to maintain. They can also become a sneaky evening habit for people who are not hungry at all, only restless. For kidney-supportive living, heavily salted mixes often do more than people realize. The bag may say nuts, but the routine becomes sodium, starch, flavor, dust, and automatic reaching. Use this category occasionally, not automatically. Pour a small serving into a bowl. Close the bag. Put it away. Never eat this style straight from the container. Number 1. The tropical nut mix with banana chips, sweetened pineapple, coconut clusters, and glazed cashews. This is the quietest trap because it looks cheerful and harmless. The fruit makes it look wholesome. Many adults think tropical means lighter. In practice, this type is often the most deceptive mix on the shelf. The brighter the bag feels, the easier it is to lower your guard. Why? Because it stacks several appetite triggers in one place. Sweet fruit, crunchy chips, soft, easy-to-eat nuts, sometimes salt, sometimes extra oil, sometimes coating on top of coating. The result is a mix that goes down fast and calls you back quickly. That combination can be especially unhelpful after 60, if late-day snacking, blood sugar swings, or nighttime thirst are already familiar. For kidney health, the real concern is not one banana chip or one sweet cluster. It is repeated, highly palatable handfuls that make calmer routines feel boring. That is why this category deserves the top warning spot. It does not behave like plain nuts. It behaves like a cravings blend wearing a wellness costume. If you love those flavors, rebuild them in a cleaner way. Use plain nuts. Use a little unsweetened coconut. Keep fresh fruit on the side. Keep the fun. Lose the trap. Now let's flip the script. Avoiding the worst mix is only half the job. The bigger win is replacing it with something that makes stopping easier. That is what the best options do. One feels comforting without pushing you toward sugar. One slows the pace of eating. One makes portions easier to respect. And one gives you the most control. That matters after 60. The best snack is not the one with the health claims. It is the one that helps appetite stay calm, your routine stay steady, and your kidney habits feel easier to repeat. Best number 4. A plain walnut and pecan mix with a little cinnamon. Most people connect pecans with pie and walnuts with baking. That is exactly why this pairing is so useful. It feels warm and satisfying without needing sugar to create interest. That is the hidden advantage. A snack can feel comforting without training you to chase dessert. For adults over 60, that matters because cravings are often emotional as much as physical. You want something cozy, something finished, something that feels like a treat without opening the floodgates. Walnuts and pecans can do that when they are plain and portioned. They are rich enough to feel complete, which helps many people stop sooner. The cinnamon adds aroma, not sugar. That small detail matters. The nose gets pleasure. The label stays simple, and the mix stays closer to food than to a packaged snack product. Use this one when evening cravings usually pull you toward cookies, sweet crackers, or something crunchy after dinner. A small bowl can be enough. The goal is not volume. It is satisfaction. Simple beats stimulating here. Best number 3. A mix of plain almonds and pistachios, ideally with at least some pistachios still in the shell. This combination works because it builds in friction. Almonds require chewing. Pistachios in the shell require small pauses. And those pauses are often exactly what a craving needs in order to lose momentum. That makes this mix practical, not flashy. After 60, practical is powerful. A snack that slows the hand can protect you better than a snack with a prettier package. This is also a useful mix for people who want structure without feeling restricted. The shells create visual feedback. The chewing creates time. And time gives fullness a chance to catch up. For kidney-aware healthy aging, Plain almonds and pistachios can be easier to manage than mixed bags full of coatings and seasoned extras. You know what you are eating. You can see the portion. You are not fighting hidden sweeteners or surprise sodium from every other bite. Keep this mix near tea, water, or cut fruit if you like a little ritual with your snack. Ritual can steady appetite when flavor alone cannot. Best number 2. A simple pre-portioned nut cup made from plain almonds, walnuts, and a smaller amount of unsalted peanuts or pecans. This choice is powerful because it removes decision fatigue. Many cravings get stronger the longer a person has to negotiate with the open bag. Should I have more? Should I stop? Was that too much? A portioned cup answers those questions before the first bite. That matters after 60, because energy and attention are not always highest when cravings show up. Sometimes the difficult moment comes late in the day, when you are tired, thirsty, distracted, or emotionally flat. That is exactly when pre-portioning helps. It turns a vulnerable moment into a simple routine. For kidney-supportive living, this is also one of the easiest ways to keep sodium and added sugar low without feeling deprived. You are still getting the richness and crunch of nuts. You are simply removing the chaos of the bag. And that is often what makes a healthier habit finally stick. Make several cups at once. Store them where you can reach them easily. When the snack is ready before the craving arrives, the craving loses some of its power. Best number 1. Your own homemade everyday nut mix, made from plain nuts only, chosen in a ratio that helps you slow down and stay satisfied. This earns the top spot because it gives you control where packaged mixes take control away. You choose the nuts. You choose the texture. You choose the portion. And just as important, you choose what does not get inside. No candy pieces. No sweetened fruit, unless you add it deliberately. No flavor dust pretending to be seasoning. No tiny serving size, hiding a salty bag. That freedom matters more after 60, because your body is no longer asking the same question it asked at 30. It is not asking what tastes exciting right now. It is asking what can be repeated without creating problems later. That is why a homemade mix is so strong. You can lean toward almonds when you need more chewing, walnuts when you want richness, pistachios when you need slowing cues, pecans when you want comfort. You can make it simple enough that the snack supports your routine instead of hijacking it. For kidney health, that cleaner pattern is often the biggest advantage. The fewer surprise ingredients in the mix, the easier it is to notice what your body responds to well. That makes this option steady, flexible, personal, and realistic for daily life. And after 60, realistic usually beats impressive choices. So here is the takeaway. After 60, the smartest question is not whether nut mixes are good or bad. The better question is this: does this mix calm my appetite or keep it circling back? That is the difference that matters. Be more careful with sweetened trail mixes, dessert-style blends, salty party mixes, and tropical mixes full of candied pieces. Those are the bags most likely to keep cravings alive while making kidney-aware habits harder to protect. Build instead around combinations that help you slow down, notice portions, and finish feeling settled. Walnut and pecan, almond and pistachio, simple portioned cups, or best of all, your homemade mix. When ingredients are cleaner, the flavor push is gentler, and the stopping point is clearer. The snack becomes easier to trust. That is what food should look like after 60. This video is a general, healthy aging guide, not personal medical advice. If you have chronic kidney disease, are on dialysis, have frequent kidney stones, diabetes, heart failure, swelling, high potassium, high phosphorus, or a doctor-guided fluid restriction, your safest nut routine may be different. Even healthy foods may need adjustment based on labs, medications, stone type, and treatment goals. Portions matter here too. So use this as a starting point, then personalize it with your clinician or renal dietitian when your health history calls for something more specific. If you are going to use the kidney calm test this week, write "check" in the comments, or tell me which mix you would trust most. Then share this video with a spouse, sibling, parent, or friend over 60 who still assumes every healthy-looking snack bag must be helping. Small, steady changes can protect comfort, cravings, and confidence more than dramatic promises in real daily life. Stay steady, stay observant, and I will see you in the next video. If a nut mix says heart healthy, natural, or deluxe, most people assume it must be a smart snack after 60. That sounds reasonable. Nuts have healthy fats. Nuts have minerals. Nuts feel safer than cookies, chips, or candy. So, when a colorful bag promises protein, energy, or wholesome crunch, many older adults relax before they even read the label. But that confidence is exactly what can make the wrong mix so sneaky. Because after 60, the biggest problem is often not one nut by itself.